Did you know the Carolina Panthers are about to spend $800 million renovating their stadium without moving a single seat? Sounds strange, right? But this isn't just about adding a few flashy lights or repainting walls. No, this is a massive top-to-bottom transformation of one of the NFL's most iconic stadiums, all while keeping it firmly rooted in Charlotte. But here's the kicker. There's a twist coming up later in the video that stirred up some real controversy. In this video, I'm going to take you through everything. Yes, everything. Everything that's changing inside Bank of America Stadium. From new skyline-facing decks, high-tech video boards, reimagined fan areas, to some clever city planning and financing deals. This isn't just about sports. It's about architecture, business, urban development, and even politics. And I'll be revealing a few lesser-known facts and behind-the-scenes decisions that haven't really made headlines yet. So stick around, especially till the end, because what's happening in Charlotte could be the future blueprint for every major stadium overhaul in the country. Let's start with the basics. Bank of America Stadium, home to the Carolina Panthers, was opened back in 1996. That means we're talking nearly 30 years of wear and tear, not to mention how fast technology and fan expectations have evolved since then. For a while, it served as one of the league's most admired stadiums. It even inspired the design of newer venues like Seattle's Lumen Field. But here's the thing. Stadiums don't age gracefully. Mechanical systems start to fail, tech becomes outdated, and let's be honest, fans today expect way more than they did in the 90s. Owner David Tepper knows this, and since buying the Panthers in 2018, he's been slowly investing in small upgrades, like updating suites and enhancing the fan plaza. But now, he's going all in. Backed by design firm HOK, the same people who worked on Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Tepper is launching a full-blown modernization project that touches almost every inch of the stadium. Before we go deep into what's changing, let's make sure we're all on the same page. Stadiums, like any big infrastructure, usually go through major upgrades every 25 to 30 years. Bank of America Stadium is hitting that mark right now. And here's something you might not know. This stadium was one of the first in the NFL to be financed through PSLs, or personal seat licenses. That model helped it get built back in the 90s, but the design didn't leave much room for flexibility. So unlike newer stadiums with convertible stands and retractable roofs, Charlotte Stadium has to evolve within its existing bones. Alright, now we get to the good stuff. Let's talk about what the renovation includes. First off, the entire mechanical, electrical, and plumbing system is getting replaced. Think about that. Every wire, every pipe, every air vent is new. That's the boring but essential backbone of the stadium. Then there's the tech transformation. We're getting massive new video boards, a cutting-edge sound system, and high-definition screens throughout the stadium, even outside the building. The goal is to turn Bank of America Stadium into a tech-forward entertainment hub, not just a place to watch a game. But it's not just about screens. One of the coolest upgrades is this brand new 500-level skyline deck. Picture this, standing high above the field, sipping a drink and taking in the Charlotte skyline. It's not just a place to watch the game, it's a social experience. I think this will become one of the most Instagrammed spots in the NFL. Now imagine this. You're standing on that brand new 500-level open-air deck, cold drink in hand, and right behind you is the glowing Charlotte skyline. It's not just about watching a game anymore. It's an experience, a social moment, a view, and all of that's happening inside a stadium that was built nearly 30 years ago. Now, if you're into this kind of stuff, the behind the scenes of how sports meet design, architecture, and urban development, this is exactly what we cover here on Project Talk. Project Talk is all about exploring megaprojects like this one, uncovering the smart engineering, bold business moves, and sometimes the controversies that come with them. If you love getting the full story, not just the headline, subscribe now and join the journey. Alright, let's get back to what's really going on behind the $800 million price tag. Back to the renovation. The seating bowl itself will get brand new chairs, more comfortable and better sight lines. And for those of you who've ever had to climb to the nosebleeds, good news, there's going to be way more elevators and escalators. Accessibility is front and center in this redesign. Everything from bathrooms to entrances is being rebuilt with inclusivity in mind. Oh, and concessions? Completely redesigned. Expect faster service, more local food options, and team stores that don't feel like you're shopping in a warehouse. Everything will feel more premium, even if you're not in a suite. Bank of America Stadium isn't just a football venue, it's a community catalyst. Since 2018, Tepper Sports and Entertainment has hosted around 40 diverse events annually, ranging from high school football to top-tier concerts, bringing in an estimated $1.1 billion in economic impact to Charlotte in 2023 alone. City Council member Malcolm Graham called the project a great way to invest hospitality tax funds because it draws tourists, supports local businesses, and creates jobs. That park-like exterior plaza? It's meant to serve both fans and everyday residents as a public gathering space, blurring lines between sports, culture, and community. Here comes the twist. Of the $800 million price tag, $650 million is coming from public funds, specifically from Charlotte's tourism and hospitality tax revenue. Not new taxes, but still taxpayer money. The remaining $150 million is being covered by Tepper Sports and Entertainment. And over the 20-year deal, Tepper will put in an additional $421 million for ongoing upgrades and maintenance. After the Charlotte City Council approved the $800 million renovation plan, including $650 million in public funding, Tepper said, "Today's vote by the Charlotte City Council is the culmination of many thoughtful discussions with city officials, local leaders, and our fans to create a shared vision for Bank of America Stadium. Nicole and I are grateful for the collaboration and support of the project, as well as our ongoing partnership between Tepper Sports and Entertainment and the city. For nearly 30 years, Charlotte has been the home of the Carolina Panthers, and more recently, Charlotte FC. We are proud to be in the Carolinas and look forward to delivering a venue that meets the needs of our community, players, and fans for years to come."
Freaking great. No, it's great. The energy's great. It's great music. Fans are excited. You know,
Now, this deal does guarantee that both the Panthers and Charlotte FC stay in the city through at least 2045. That's big, but not everyone's happy. At a recent public hearing, dozens of Charlotte residents stood up to say, wait a minute, should we really be putting $650 million into a football stadium when the city has needs in housing, education, and transportation? The answer depends on your perspective. City officials argue that the economic impact of keeping major sports and events in town, like the upcoming FIFA Club World Cup, will inject billions into the local economy over the next 2 decades. In fact, a recent report projected a $22 billion impact and $1 billion in tax revenue if the plan goes through as designed. Still, this debate is far from settled. And here's the kicker. Sources say Tepper might still pursue a brand new stadium after this renovation's lifespan ends. That would be in the 2040s. So yes, this may be a temporary megafix, not the final form of Panthers Stadium. So why should you care if you're not even a Panthers fan? Well, what happens in Charlotte is setting a blueprint for cities across America. We're entering a new era where public-private partnerships are the future of stadium development. These projects no longer just serve sports. They create entertainment districts, retail hubs, and new economic zones. This isn't just about a football field. It's about how cities evolve, how urban space is reused, and how architecture can reframe community experiences. And on a personal level, if you love football, love good design, or just enjoy seeing cities transform, this renovation is going to be something you'll want to watch closely. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think spending $650 million in public funds is worth it to renovate a stadium? Is the long-term economic boost enough of a justification? Or should that money be used somewhere else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. That's the full breakdown of the Carolina Panthers' $800 million stadium overhaul. We've covered the design, the tech, the politics, and even the controversy. But most importantly, we've seen how sports infrastructure is about way more than sports. I'll be back with another look at an incredible project shaping the future of architecture and entertainment.